Hello, friends. Welcome back to the Law of Attraction podcast. We are here today in LA with an amazing guest. Somebody I am so excited to introduce you to. Somebody that I know you are going to thank me later for. She is a very, very, very unique human. Marie Diamond, who you may have seen from The Secret. You know, the book, the film, The Secret. We've had so many of our friends of that on here. But Marie Diamond was in it. She was, in fact, the only European star in The Secret. The journey of how she manifests that is amazing. You're going to hear that in this show today. Marie Diamond is a globally renowned transformational teacher. She's known as the mentor of mentors. She's like the celebrity mentor. She mentors me. She mentored Big Sean. She mentors Vishen Lakiani from Mind Valley, who's also been on the show. Maybe we'll have Big Sean at some point. How funny. We seem to have all the collection. We love it. We have such a great time here. So if you haven't heard of Marie, Marie is a speaker. She's an international best-selling author, the creator of Diamond Feng Shui. She has an amazing app, which you're going to hear about in the show today. She uses her extraordinary knowledge of energy, quantum physics, the law of attraction, and ancient wisdom like meditation, feng shui, and dowsing to support individuals, organizations, and corporations to transform their success, financial situations, relationships, motivation, and inspiration. Welcome to the show, Marie Diamond.
And it's an honor, and thank you for having me on your amazing show.
Thank you so much for being here. I am so excited. You're somebody who I got the privilege of hanging out with recently when we were speaking at the Mind Valley event, and your work has just transcended across the world since you're in The Secret. You know, you're an expert in Feng Shui, an expert in the law of attraction, an expert in helping A-list clients and everybody in between. And it really is something that I just admire you for. And I feel so lucky as I'm, having you as my mentor. And this is so for anyone watching, by the way, this is who I'm learning from. This is who I'm getting to learn from. So you're learning from where I learn now from. So I'm so excited. So my first question where I'd love to begin is somebody feels like they need to be cleansed, like they've got an energy attached to them. They maybe have something which they just don't know what it is. Maybe they're going through a spell of bad luck. They're going through a spell of negativity. How do they shake it off?
Well, first of all, it's great to know that once you have that experience, that you feel that negativity, there are ways to do it. Yeah, there are ways to really cleanse yourself from everything. First of all, is always meditation, right? When you are sitting down in meditation and you, for example, invoke the white light. When you're invoking white light, you're always cleansing yourself, like you're connecting in with the top of your head with the white light. You're visualizing all the white light going through your whole body, through your aura field, and stay in that white light for a couple of minutes. You're always cleansing immediately. So that's one thing. The second thing is go outside in a beautiful place. Like I would say nature, the sun is shining, just walking in the sunshine for about 15 minutes always cleanses your aura fields right away. But also you can go further and say, like, I'm going to take a bath and I put sea salt and lavender essential oil in the bath water, then you will actually also cleanse your whole aura field. Or just taking some lavender essential oil in your hands and just literally wipe away all the energy, all the negative energy around you. You start feeling refreshed and the bad luck is gone.
Wow. It's as simple as that. I recently started traveling with essential oil. And on the plane, two ladies were sitting next to me yesterday. And they said, oh, that smells really lovely. And independently, they both said, oh, can I have some? Because clearly it was giving such a beautiful aura as I was putting it onto my pressure points all over. They obviously felt inspired and they wanted it too. And so that's really interesting that you say that, because now I know what it was really doing. It was I thought it was just making me feel better.
It does make you always feel better, but you can actually really use it to cleanse your whole energy field. And what you did on your pressure points is an extra situation you can do, but you can just literally wipe everything away from you.
Wow, isn't that beautiful? Is this a form of Feng Shui? Is there something, and for anyone listening to understand what Feng Shui is, I'm going to get you to explain what Feng Shui is and then tell us a little bit more about how we can Feng Shui in our own lives.
So it's actually connect with space clearing. So, we want to create a space of harmony around us. And we can do that in our home by, for example, decluttering, by washing everything, in your environment, by reorganizing everything, by putting fresh plants, beautiful candles. You're actually creating a beautiful energy in your space. But you also can think about space clearing your body and your aura field. And so what I just shared was space clearing for you individually.
Wow, I love that. Okay, so is Feng Shui a Chinese?
Yes, Feng Shui is a Chinese energy system that is around for about 4,000 or 5,000 years old.
Oh, wow, it goes that far back?
It does goes that far back. And, I would say the first Feng Shui masters were like shamans. Like they were connected in with the earth energy. They could see the vibration. They could tap into what was living in the elements of nature. And so later on, they start seeing there are principles and elements that they can tune into, and they start creating a system. And then they added the compass directions to it. And so I would say 2,500 years ago is like when Feng Shui, like we are practicing it now in the advanced stage from as a classical Feng Shui master, was already established 2,500 years ago. So, but of course, you can share it in a very simple way to people. But it's all about energy, energy around you, energy of your location, and of course, how it affects the law of attraction is the key point.
Tell us this.
Yes.
How does it affect the law of attraction? I mean, the name of the show is the law of attraction. So anything to do with the law of attraction, we want to know.
Well, that's one of the things I learned when I was 15 years old. I was already practicing the law of attraction. I was already meditating. I had my mentor since I was 7 years old. And then I had all this bad luck happening. I literally was run over by a truck. I literally was declared dead. And I went to the other side. And when I was on the other side, there was all these beings of light and said, you have to go back because you are here to enlighten more than 500 million people. Now, I had no idea what that meant. Of course, I was 15. I mean, this is before YouTube or TikTok or podcast, right? So I had no idea where to look for the answer. But I was asking myself every day, like, I'm here to enlighten more than 500 million people. Show me how. So I started attracting opportunities to help and to be of service to my community. And then I asked my spiritual teacher, like, what did I do wrong?
Yeah.
Like, I've been having the right mindset. I've been grateful. I've been meditating. I had like literally a vision wall, like where I put everything up what I wanted to establish. And he said, well, Marie, you have bad feng shui. And I was like, what's that? And he said, like, it's the energy of your environment. And then I was explained later on by my grandmaster, there are 3 parts of the law of attraction. And the first part is what we call your spiritual destiny, your purpose. Like we all come on this planet to have a purpose to be greater than we can ever imagine, a purpose to do good, a purpose to make a difference. So that is what we call the spiritual part of the law of attraction.
Is everybody's purpose in this way the same, or is it
No, it's
different?
always a little bit different.
Yeah.
Like for you, it's what you're doing here. Like my purpose is bringing this work forward. So everybody has a different purpose. But it's always to, I would say, become a better human being and to make a difference. That's always like a similar aspect to it. And then I would say we can change that by doing and following our purpose. That's actually how we make that happen. Can we change that spiritual part? I would say it's not so easy, but yeah, if you move to another country, you're actually changing your destiny, literally, right?
That's so true.
Yeah.
I've moved country
Yes,
twice.
right? And you each time have gone into more following your purpose, for example. The second part is what most people in law of attraction talk about is your human aspect of law of attraction. That is how you think, how you feel, and what you do. It's like the secret, I would say 99% of the people speak about that part. That's the self-help, the self-development, creating a positive mindset
Yeah.
and taking positive actions towards the goals and your vision that you have in the world. Now, is that easy to do? Yes, but you need practice, everyday
Yeah.
discipline. And then there's the last part, and that's the last part that I found out when I was 15, was my environment, was actually that my environment where I live and sleep and work is affecting me for 33.3%. And most people don't know that part of the law of attraction. And that is where Feng Shui, for the last thousands of years, has been practiced to change your energy around you, is changing the energy within you. And it's like you can create a beautiful vision board by focusing on what you want in your life. But I always say your home is a three-dimensional vision board. And everything that's around you, the colors, the images, the location, is affecting you subconsciously non-stop 24 hours a day.
Wow, your home is a three-dimensional vision board. That is so cool and so real.
Yeah.
It is. So everything around you, from the way that your bed is, what's behind your bed, the plants, the way the window is. Wow, that makes such sense.
Yeah.
I was selling a home right now in my home in Vancouver, and many of the Chinese people who've been coming to visit it, they instantly pick up on the feng shui in the house. It's amazing. And they talk about it. It's been, it's got real amazing feng shui. And they talk about it a lot, the way it's laid out. And it's really interesting because now this makes sense, there's certain things so going back on the law of attraction, therefore, what did you then have to do in your life to better your circumstance with what you had going on around you?
Well, I actually was suggested to move from one bedroom to another bedroom. So the bedroom I was in was like the handover bedroom of my sister, right? So I created my own space, painted it in orange because I needed, at that time, I was very depressed. And so I needed to brighten up my life.
Wow.
Literally, orange always gives joy and celebration. So I started drawing other images, like literally in The Secret, I suggested this person to get romance, to draw romance and hang this out around him. So that's what I did personally. I changed the colors, I changed the positions, like some basic principles. And I learned about my personal energy number, how that based on my birthday, I have certain directions that are stronger for me than other directions. And when you activate these directions, you activate your personal law of attraction in your environment.
How do you know what your personal number is?
Yes, well, that's one of the things that I would suggest you download my free Very Diamond app.
Yes,
right?
I've heard so many people talk about this at the event. Everybody was just singing about this app. We need this app. Okay, I'm going to put the link below for everybody who wants to know their personal number right now and how you can activate the law of attraction for you. Tell us more.
When you sign up, you will actually be asked your date of birth and your gender. So may I ask you?
Oh, yes, let's do it. Okay. The 9th of January, 1990.
Yeah, 9th of January, 1990.
I've got all nines. How nuts is that?
1990, 90, right?
Yeah, 1990.
Okay, confirm. Your birth gender is female. And so I'm calculating. So you will have a calculation going on. And your energy number 4. And so you are what we call the manager healer. Yeah, so you love managing and guiding people towards their future, creating a better and brighter future for other people. But you also are a healer. You love healing people. So wherever they are, you always want to bring them to a best level. Now, the interesting thing is you are number 4, and you are actually wearing beautiful colors because the color black is actually one of the colors for activating your success direction, but also whites and reds.
Red is my color, and
Correct.
white is the color I wear the most.
And gold. So you actually, even your logo, everything you have is sort of perfect brand colors for you.
Really?
Yeah. And that's for the rest of your life. This is really your energy field.
Wow.
But it means that your success direction is north. Yeah. And so the north, if you would be, and you will see if you go to the compass, you will get what we call a diamond compass, and you will get a compass layout. Now, this is one for me, but for you, it will actually show your success direction. And you will hold this in the center of a room, and you will see, oh, where is north? North is actually literally where I am sitting here, right? So you are looking right now at
my
north.
Success direction.
So you're looking at your success. Yeah. So it's actually, if you would sit here, you would not be facing your success direction. So intuitively, you took your place over there.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I
So,
always say,
and energetically, you're always towards success. Because if you would sit here, you would not be so successful with your amazing show. Yeah.
God, this is so cool. Remind me to always do it. And what's funny is I always sit on the left side because my left side, I look like a completely different person on my right.
Yeah.
I feel like this side is just so much nicer. I'm like two different people. It's like,
and so then you can actually check out what is in your success directions for you to be north. So let's say if you would put a plant there that is dying, then what would you say to the universe that your success is dying? Yeah. So in your success direction, you will see there's all free videos that you can check out what you need to place in your success direction. That's where you could put, for example, your logo, your certificates, your awards, your vision board. People in law of attraction love their vision board, but they hang them anywhere. Now you have to always put it in your success direction because you activate 33% of good luck that otherwise you're missing out on.
We all want to better our lives in some way, whether it's in health, love, wealth, happiness, or confidence. But the problem that I see is that most people have fear and a lack of confidence and imposter syndrome standing in their way, enabling them, stopping them from getting to where they want to go. You see, the thing is, once you understand how to get over the uncertainty and move through the failure from before, move through that discerning place that you're in right now, I will show you how to get to the other side, to bridge the gap between the life you're living now and the life that you want to lead. And that's why I developed this incredible 4-part course, a video series that is going to help you to better your life, to be it until you become it. I don't like fake it till you make it. I never did. That's why I created this book, Be It Until You Become It, which is a combination of ancient wisdom and modern day neuroscience combined, showing you how through a step-by-step guide, 12 chapters on how to become the best version of you before you even get there. So when you buy the book today for under $20, you get this 4-part video series completely for free, which is worth hundreds of dollars. I can't wait to hear what you think of it because the same way it's changed somebody else's life, the same way it's helped somebody else get out of debt, create the life of their dreams, create that business that they dream of, it could help you too. And I can't wait to hear your testimony. Hit that link below and buy the book today and you'll get access to that 4-part video series.
Oh, this is so cool. This is so exciting. And I actually also, I made a good luck meditation recently, which I gave on my podcast. Sorry, diving out there. So, okay, in my line of, so I put a plant which would grow abundantly.
Yeah, but you can put things like golds, silvers, images that relate with your success. So you can have you on a picture in front of thousands of people. You could be your logo. So focus a little bit more than just a plant, right? So put something there that is more connected with you.
Love
right? And also, interesting enough, as you were talking about your good luck meditation, if you would be sitting facing your success direction,
Yep.
as you're doing the meditation, you will actually make that meditation even manifest faster.
You need to get this app, you guys. You need to download it, get your number, find your success direction, and then go and do the good luck meditation.
Correct.
This is so
That is
exciting.
what you do. And so what a lot of people didn't get is that the environment was the missing part. I always call it the missing link of the law of attraction. And that's why they call me the secret behind the secret, because I practice this with a producer, with 50% of the people in the secret are my clients. So I practice this, and that's why people say that perhaps I am the secret behind the secret.
Wow, how magical is this? Oh, I'm just so into this. Okay, on the app, what else do we learn?
Well, there's also meditations in it. So,
Amazing.
because there's specific meditations connected with your birthday.
No way.
Yes.
There's one for mine.
There's one for you. Yeah.
And I know that I'm the one that I need these. This is what I was saying to you earlier, which is so powerful for me, is having somebody who I can learn from.
Yeah.
You're like the mentor of mentors. That's your nickname in the industry.
Yes.
You're like the celebrity mentor. You've looked after so many great people. I know
Big Sean.
Big Sean's one of them.
Vision Lakiani.
Vision, of course. I mean, your mentees and now me, you have this just amazing lineup of people who are so successful. So, okay, I want to learn more. I'm so intrigued. So what else do when we go on the app? So this is all, by the way, everything we talk about in this app is things that you listening to this probably are already into. So here's one place where you're going to get all of it. I love that.
So yeah, so you can actually also upgrade to then make sure you go through a whole journey to make sure you have the right affirmations, the right setting up with the colors for each month, because Feng Shui is a moving energy. It's not just I'm putting my sofa a certain way, it's also activating certain things around you. And I work specifically with colors because colors are vibrations or frequencies.
Wow.
And so people get specific meditations and then specific activations they have to do in their environment to create a success, to create the abundance, the health, the well-being, the spiritual growth. But it's all based on your birthday. And this is really a traditional Feng Shui that I just made more accessible
Yes.
and connected with the law of attraction.
So were you born with this gift? Was this something that people can learn? Is this something that you just, how did this happen for you?
Well, I'm born with the gift of seeing. So I always grew up as a child to be very clairvoyant, seeing people's chakras and aura fields and the energy of people's homes. But of course, I really studied all this. I really had a grandmaster that I studied with in Malaysia to really understand the classical feng shui. But then I understood, because I saw each time the changes in people's aura field when they would sit somewhere else, how I could improve really the feng shui. And I created my own school, the Diamond Feng Shui School. What is a combination between traditional feng shui, law of attraction, working with the brain waves, because we can actually see when people move directions, I can see how their brain energy is changing and their chakras are changing. So actually, every half a degree, your energy shifts. So facing this direction, your energy will be totally different than if you would face that direction. Yeah.
Wow.
So making sure till the right angle, because everything is about change. Because in the word change, we have the word chi and angle. Yeah. So if you have in the right angle, you will have a different energy and you're in total alignment with the universe. And that's what Feng Shui is really doing, is making sure you're aligned between your purpose, your mindset, and your environment. And if you do that in a perfect alignment, then you manifest so much faster.
Wow, blown away. This is so exciting. What are your top 3 tips on manifesting something wonderful into your life right now? Somebody wants to manifest a new car. Somebody's like, oh, I want to manifest a new home. I want to manifest in business.
Yeah.
What are your top 3 tips on
Well,
how
the
to do
first
that?
one, in order to manifest abundance, I always add gold to your environment and, if you can, to your outfits.
And I do.
Look at your nails. your
I'm
earrings,
obsessed
right?
with gold. I just love it. Yeah.
So even
No
if you
idea.
have not real gold, you can look for fake gold, right? It doesn't, just your imagination doesn't know the difference between real and fake. So just bring in gold around you when you come into your house. Have something gold, like a golden vase or a golden candle. It doesn't have to be so expensive. So add gold around you, because you're then vibrating on that frequency, but even meditating with the color gold. And when you're finished with meditation, surround yourself with gold, because then you are doubling exponentially whatever you're manifesting. So that's, even if you write your goals, write it with a golden pen.
Wow.
Right? Or even golden ink. So the
I
more
need to
you
take
use
notes
gold,
on
the
this.
better.
Gold pens. I'm going to be
Yeah.
buying gold pens. I need to take notes on this. Someone's writing it down. Love it. Good. Somebody's written it down in the studio for me. Thanks. She's got the same name as me, Natasha. I love it. Okay,
Yeah.
amazing.
So the second tip I would suggest is, in order to really attract everything, you need to create space.
Yeah.
Space in yourself, first of all. And creating space in yourself is by letting go of all your own judgments that you have. And perhaps you need to forgive yourself for certain things or forgive other people.
Yeah.
And you can also then expand that to letting go of things around you. I always say let go of 10 to 20% of the things you have, give it away, sell it, give it to Goodwill. So let go of clothes, of shoes, of your files, declutter your computer, your phone, because as you're opening up the space, the universe feels there's a void, and then will finally start giving you what you manifest. Because a lot of people cannot manifest because their life is so full already of stuff, of energy, of ideas. So open up the space, but also open space and time. So make sure there's time in your day to be in silence, create a void, because when you have a void, the universe immediately wants to fill it with all what you have desired.
Wow. Beautiful. I
Right.
didn't even think about that. Okay.
Yeah.
And the final tip?
And the final tip, what I would like to do is to really understand that you are the center of the universe.
Okay.
Yeah. And so whenever you are waking up, connect with your purpose. I always suggest every morning, say out loud, this is what I'm looking for, this is what I'm focusing on, and ask the universe to bring everything that you want. Like I've been saying since I'm 15, I am here to enlighten for more than 500 million people, and see what it brought to me. It brought me The Secret,
Yeah.
has been watched by more than 500 million people worldwide. And I'm just a woman from Belgium that was totally unknown in the industry.
Wow.
I was the only unknown person in The Secret. So, but why did I attract that? Because I had been focusing on that for 30 years already.
Wow.
Show me how. And at the end of the day, look at your day and contemplate about your day and say, thank you for the greatness that has been coming to me, the lessons I have learned. And so start your day amazingly and end your day in a wonderful way.
Love that. So what would an opening mantra be in the morning? What do you say? What's something to bring in?
Well, I would really write down your purpose and say, I am here and this is my purpose. And ask the universe, show me how to do this, bring me to people, and thank you for everything that's unfolding the rest of the day to manifest my purpose.
Beautiful. So giving thanks in advance,
Yes,
as though it's already yours.
correct.
I love to do that. You know what I do as soon as I open my eyes is I take a notepad. I have a notepad next to my bed. I've learned to write in the dark. How cool is that? Because this happens in the middle, and I'm like, I just thought of an amazing idea, and I don't want to use the blue light on my phone, so I write it down. So I take out the pad. I've just woken up in the morning, and I get the pen, and I just start writing, half with my eyes closed, half awake, and I'm like, I love my bed. I'm so grateful for my beautiful sleep. I'm so grateful for my family. I'm so grateful for my husband. I'm so grateful for, and I write this list. And I just write this, I'm grateful and love rampage, a combination of a love rampage and gratitude.
Yeah.
And I'm going to add in purpose. That's really interesting. I'm going to add that in.
Because that's your vision. And if you focus on your vision every day, then the universe cannot do anything else and fulfill that purpose. Because ultimately, we are here to manifest our purpose.
Yeah.
Not, of course, we are here to manifest to many things, but that is what our soul has come to do here. So focus on your soul purpose, and all the rest will fall in place.
It's so true. And you know, it's a shame because so many people get lost into the mundanes of the day. They get lost into, I need to do this, the to-do list, the tasks that have to get done, the admin, take the kids to school, feed everybody, etc. And I'm guilty of getting lost into this at times, you know, but I've learned how to escape and change. But what happens is people get lost into it, and all of a sudden the end of the day turns into the end of the week, and the end of the week turns into the end of the month, and the end of the month turns into the end of the year. And what on earth have you achieved apart from taking the kids to school and making them food? Now, you're never just a parent or just a mother, so I'm not saying that's what it is, but what I'm saying is your purpose may be to help the children to expand themselves in school or do better, or it might be you to expand as a mother or as a father, depending on, let's say that was what you were doing. So I'm not putting it down, I'm lifting it up. I'm saying do more of what you're great at, but never, even if you're, let's say, take the parenthood out of it, never even just go to work, eat, sleep, repeat, eat, sleep, repeat. This is just mundane. And we get so lost and we lose ourselves. I lost myself. The reason I talk about this is because I lost myself. For many years, I was just, I just was like stuck in a cycle of not even working, just being, existing. I wasn't living.
I think that is indeed what most people that are asleep, right? I call this a sleep world.
Sleepwalking through life.
Yeah, the sleepwalking through life, literally. And I was so lucky to wake up at 15 already.
Wow.
Right.
And that was when I woke up, 15.
Yeah. And so my life has always been that part. But if you focus every day, just connecting, even if it's briefly for a few seconds, with your purpose in life, even the mundane things that look mundane will not be mundane anymore, because they will be part of the greater purpose you're bringing into your life and into the world. Because I'm also a mother. I had 3 kids. So I was also bringing to school, making food. but it becomes so much bigger because you are always in that frequency of your purpose.
Yes.
And this way, you also will help the frequency of the purpose of your children, of your community,
Yes.
because you are aligned with your purpose, and therefore you will be aligned with the purpose of all of humanity.
Wow, because it is about connecting to that greater consciousness.
Correct.
It's about understanding that we are here and we are one mind.
Yeah.
It's,
Well, we're one mind and one heart.
wow.
You know, I think a lot of people focus on that consciousness from the mind perspective, but I love to connect with the heart perspective from the consciousness, because ultimately that is what will shift us. It's not so much our mind perspective, but our heart perspective in life. And so when you are connecting with your purpose and you do that with a smile and love in your heart, and then at the end of the day, you look back at yourself and like, oh my God, this was an amazing day. Okay, there were some things, but I learned from this. And how many people did I make, good, feeling good today? How much people did I make smile? How much people did I give an aha moment? So that's the heart perspective.
I get it. So the
Yeah.
heart is actually where a lot of it's led from.
Yeah.
The heart is where we feel.
Correct.
Feelings are everything. And your heart and brain being in coherence, you've probably heard me talk about this before if you've listened to the Law of Attraction podcast. The heart and brain, we have an electromagnetic field around us. And it goes around us for like almost 10 feet if you see it in a scan. And what's incredible is, this is really mind-blowing, when we think we have an electromagnetic field around us, but when we use our heart to feel into that thought, the electromagnetic field is even greater.
Yeah.
And what's wonderful is when your heart and brain are in coherence, the brain waves around you, the scans around you, when you see it in the electromagnetic field, they're in harmony, they're in frequency.
Mhm.
What does it mean by having your heart and brain in coherence? It means that your heart is feeling into, in a positive way, the feeling of the thought that you're having. The things that you want to do, your desire, your intention is connected by a feeling that you live every day.
Correct. But can you imagine if you then have that experience in a home that you love?
Oh,
Right?
magical, yes.
And that you have put everything around you with a very clear mind. The images, the colors are all in a mindful way, and you love being in your home. Then that's expanding that field, because you can be in that amazing electromagnetic field, but if your home is telling a different story, you actually, after a while, will not be able to sustain that field that your mind and heart combination is holding,
Yes.
because your environment is pushing and repressing your energy all the time. So just imagine if you are in that field, and what we, for example, experience when we go and walk and we are in a beautiful nature space, we feel that and we come in and immediately our energy is like comes back, closer to ourselves, because we can't hold the space. And so when your environment is in alignment with that, what you're creating, then nothing else can stop you from being that in the world, because your home is then the foundation and the support for your beautiful being to be expressed every moment of the day.
Wow. The home is very important. I remember living in homes where I haven't felt it was mine, where it just, in fact, I didn't feel the word home for a long time.
Yeah.
I didn't feel at home anywhere for a long time. And I kept craving, what is home? Where is this feeling? And only when I moved country did I then understand, okay, home is actually where the heart is. It's where we feel most at peace, where we can recharge. It's a place where we can reset and bounce back, where we can recharge the battery of the soul, of
Correct.
the body. And so I've learned to create my homes now in a way that I love, even just by interiors. And you don't need a lot of money to be able to do this stuff. I was doing this when I had nothing. I was doing this when I was broke. I would buy beautiful candles, plants. I've always been known for my plants. I'd have amazing plants in my home, green plants, and look after them every day. My mother used to say, talk to your plants. She
was right.
Yeah.
So, but think about the word home. In the word home is the word om.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Om.
Right? So when we are singing the word om, we actually connect with our crown chakra. And so we're actually balancing out our energy field. But actually the word om, but in other language it would be the word and that's where you have the word amen or amen from.
Interesting.
Right?
Okay.
So it's actually AM or OM is all about how to manifest things. So when we sing and we say something home, we're actually saying we are in alignment with our spirit. And that's what you just said. There were places where you were not in alignment with your spirit. Yeah. And your home should be that. Yeah, that alignment. And so that's why a lot of people try to avoid being in their home. They're always going to eat outside, or they're escaping in I don't know what other experiences. But I would say if you don't love being in your home, you're actually not home in your own spirit.
And then you're blocking the 33% that
Yes.
goes towards being able to live the life that you want.
Correct.
So you have to love it. So learn to love your home. Find a way to put beautiful Feng Shui in your home. Get this app, and then it will help you to manifest your dream home. I fully agree. If you could go back and tell your 14-year-old self before you had that breakthrough at 15.
Yeah.
So when I had my breakthrough, it's when I watched The Secret, listened to The Secret, read The Secret the first time. So if you could go back, what would you tell the year before that happened? What would you tell that younger self?
I think I would say to that younger self, there will be hope. Because when I had this experience and, I went for like 2 years really in traumatic experience to get back to my health, that I lost sometimes the hope. And so we sometimes see that with a lot of people that are stuck and depressed, they lose hope. And if somebody would have told me like, there will be hope, there will be a way out of it, there will be a way to experience all this negativity and still learn from it. And one day, this story that you're going to experience at 15 will be your keynote speech. That would be actually interesting to know, right? If like you have bad experiences, and like how many people, millions of people I've told about that experience, like this was what happened to me, and see where I am now. And so let my younger self know there will be hope, and whatever you will learn, this will be later on a story to share with people to help them move forward and to reach enlightenment.
That's beautiful. And this goes for anyone and everyone, I have to say, because we all have a story. So even if you're just sitting here thinking, well, oh, Marie, you're so amazing. You have the gift of seeing and all these wonderful gifts you've shared today. Natasha, you have all these gifts of inspiring people, but you also have a gift. You're listening to this and you have a message and a story, and it's a gift wrapped up inside of you that you have to unravel and find. Your purpose is inside of you. Fear is just your purpose wrapped up in anxiety. Inside of you is your message and your unique USP, your unique selling point. What is inside of you? Find it, unravel it, and share it. And I think that's what I'm getting from today, that we each have these gifts. And you've shown us how we can find what we want and magnify it.
Correct. And that's exactly, everybody has that gift. They just need to tune into it. And sometimes you just don't know it yet, but then ask for clarity. Like if you don't know it yet, say to the universe, bring me clarity. And one aspect to bring clarity into your purpose is to place aqua blue around you. Yeah, aqua blue candle, aqua blue pillows.
You have it on your eyes, so everything you see, therefore.
Yes, and that's why a lot of people go to the beach, for example, to connect in with the water, because when they go to the water, they will have more clarity when they have spent some time close to water. If it's a river, if it's a lake, if it's an ocean, because it creates an aqua blue frequency of clarity in your soul. Not just clarity about whatever you need to do next day, but the clarity in your soul. And that's when you'll find your purpose.
So powerful. Well, now I understand why I crave to go to the ocean every single day. I just crave to walk on the ocean and be at peace with water. I hunt for it whenever I'm speaking in a city. I'm like, where's the nearest lake? Pond? Give me a pond. Give me a place with some water. I'm going to make one. I'm going to pour water in. I love it. Water is just... I love doing meditations in water as well.
Yeah.
That's a whole separate podcast, and we'll do that another day, talking about the crystals within water. Today's been so magical. I'm so grateful that you spent this time with us over here. Thank you so much. It means the world. If you guys want to find out more, make sure that you hit the link below. Marie's handles are there, so you can go and follow her work. You can download the app for free. Go and get it. go get your number, find out what your law of attraction number is. I mean, it couldn't be more apt for the Law of Attraction podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. Share this with a friend if you've had a lot of fun today, if you feel like somebody else is going to enjoy this, because when you share, you grow. Whenever you see those messages where it's like, send it to 5 people, I really believe in that stuff. I really do. Sharing that message of hope with somebody else. So download the app, get in touch with Marie, let her know how much you've loved it, subscribe to the podcast, like it, and I'll see you again next week. Thank you for listening.